Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar News. As of June 30, 2025, we're entering what might be the most pivotal moment in the history of the Iraqi dinar. Imagine this: a potential exchange rate of $6.00 per dinar. It may sound like wishful thinking, but the latest developments coming from the Central Bank of Iraq suggest this could be more than just a dream. In this report, we'll walk you through why experts are starting to believe such a high valuation is not only possible, but also part of a larger economic strategy playing out behind the scenes. Right now, Iraq is at a defining point in its financial journey. For years, the dinar remained undervalued on the global stage, hovering around 1,300 dinars to $1, but quiet moves by the central bank and the broader Iraqi government are changing that narrative. Behind closed doors, new policies are being rolled out, aimed at tightening the money supply, removing excess currency in circulation, and preparing for what some believe could be a full-scale revaluation. Analysts and insiders alike are buzzing about the idea that the CBI could set a much higher exchange rate, possibly at $6.00. And if that happens, it could completely alter the landscape for dinar holders around the world. But why would Iraq aim for such a steep jump in value? The logic goes far beyond symbolism. A stronger exchange rate would give Iraq enormous buying power in global markets and would increase trust among foreign investors. It would also support national pride and signal that Iraq is no longer dependent solely on oil, but is moving toward a more diversified and self-sustaining economy. The goal isn't to simply make headlines, it's to project long-term strength and stability. To achieve this, the CBI must carefully manage the number of dinars in circulation. That's why they've started pushing hard to retrieve currency held outside of Iraq and place tighter restrictions on international exchanges. Quiet policy changes made in 2024 already limited how much currency could be exchanged abroad. These are not coincidental. They're deliberate efforts to stabilize and control the market before making any bold moves. A sudden flood of revalued currency could trigger inflation, so the central bank is trying to prevent that by absorbing as much of the physical cash as possible beforehand. At the same time, Iraq is working to build economic confidence. That's essential for any major currency shift. Efforts are underway to modernize digital banking infrastructure, combat corruption, and forge partnerships with European firms to secure cross-border transactions. This isn't just about appearing ready, it's about proving to the world that Iraq can support a stronger currency in practice, not just in theory. Countries with powerful currencies usually have strong institutions behind them, and Iraq is moving in that direction with every new reform. One of Iraq's biggest advantages right now is its oil revenue. With crude oil prices holding steady between $85.00 and $95.00 per barrel, the country has been able to accumulate considerable reserves. That financial cushion is critical. It provides the backing necessary to support a higher value currency, much like a nation might leverage gold reserves in the past. The Central Bank of Iraq appears to be taking advantage of this moment, when energy markets are strong and regional tensions are subdued, to prepare for a bold monetary reset. But oil alone won't justify a $6.00 valuation. Iraq has also made strides in diversifying its economy. This year, the government invested heavily in agriculture, tourism, and telecommunications. Hotel groups are eyeing major cities like Baghdad and Basra for future projects, while incentives are being offered to local farmers to ramp up domestic food production. These efforts show that Iraq is no longer content with being an oil-dependent economy. By broadening its income base, the country reduces risk and strengthens its case for a revalued currency. Infrastructure plays a vital supporting role as well. In 2025, Iraq is finalizing several national projects, including a high-speed fiber optic network and a new dry port in Basra that could become a regional logistics hub. These initiatives may not grab headlines, but they lay the foundation for long-term economic resilience. And global investors are paying close attention. A modern, well-connected Iraq has far greater appeal in the international financial system, and that directly contributes to the value perception of its currency. So what does all of this mean for everyday investors? A $6.00 exchange rate would completely shift the game. For someone holding 1 million IQD, that translates to $6 million 0 cents USD. But this isn't a lottery ticket, it's a strategic window that could open suddenly and close just as fast. Experts suggest the revaluation, if it happens, would likely be phased. It might start with a managed float, or a new set of denominations introduced to curb inflation. Either way, preparation is essential. Watching the signs, securing your holdings, and avoiding misinformation will be key. Concerns about hyperinflation are real. If the revaluation happens too quickly without proper safeguards, prices inside Iraq could skyrocket. That's why the central bank has been cautious, quietly retrieving excess currency, restricting external flows, and building up reserves. The goal isn't to shock the system, it's to stabilize it in a way that sustains a higher rate over time. Iraq is trying to ensure that only verified holders and controlled channels are part of the process when the reset takes place. Diplomatic strategy is also in play. Iraq's improved ties with nations like China, India, and its regional neighbors have opened doors for new trade opportunities. The more reliable Iraq becomes on the international stage, the easier it is for the dinar to be accepted as a serious currency. The central bank isn't just chasing numbers, it's setting the stage for a new era in Iraqi economic identity. For now, the most important thing for currency holders is to remain focused. Continue monitoring legitimate sources like Iraq's official banking communications, financial regulatory changes, and CBI statements. Don't fall for social media rumors or overnight riches schemes. The true opportunity lies in preparation and awareness, not hype. The path to a stronger dinar is being paved not with guesses, but with oil contracts, infrastructure projects, diversified industries, and disciplined policy. Thank you for staying informed with Iraqi Dinar News. If this historic shift does happen, it will reward those who watched closely, planned carefully, and stayed ready. The future of Iraq's currency is still unfolding, and you're here to witness every step. Stay tuned.